against us. They're up for it. We have to be up for teams as well.
By the way, great article, and this article is exactly what I was told. I have been told for the last year by somebody I absolutely respect, a former NFL player, that Carolina players, many do not like Cam Newton. They think he's lazy, they think he's a diva, they think he's arrogant. That is the exact pre-draft analysis of Cam Newton. Remember the guy came out and said he's a diva, and everybody said, racism, racism, and the guy said, no, he's a diva. He's an egotistical diva who does not get along with people, who is a kind of an egomaniac. It's all coming true. Pete Prisco, a senior NFL columnist, from anonymous quotes, players are talking about last year, they treated Cam Newton, roughed him up in the Pro Bowl. According to several players, some from both teams, Newton's diva ways made him enemy number one at the Pro Bowl. Let me read this to you. This is from Pete Prisco. He was a total blank hole, said one AFC player. He acted like he was a star. The Pro Bowl is a laid-back game, one for relaxing, spending time with your peers, and unwinding after a tough season. The resort where players are housed is for them and their families only to prevent fan interference. So when Newton turned down one player's request for an autograph and a picture for his kids at a function, players got ticked off. Quote, who the hell does he think he is, said one player. The only people around are families. He knew that, yet he big-time guys asking for autographs. The player said Newton did the unthinkable, even dissed Ray Lewis. Quote, said a player, hell, that's the Godfather. Can you believe he did that? Said another player. Didn't matter who it was. He didn't care about anybody but himself. This is exactly what I've heard about Cam Newton. When you look at how smart Russell Wilson is, how intelligent Luck RG3 are. Last week, a buddy of mine went to Kansas City. He goes to a new NFL city every year. He went to Seattle last year. He went to Kansas City this year. And he watched Carolina, Kansas City. And I said, what was your takeaway? He goes, 1, Kansas City's got great barbecue. 2, I could not believe what I saw. Late in the game, trailing to the worst team in the league, Kansas City, twice Cam Newton got up and celebrated a first down. Once doing a Superman pose. He is clueless. He is, I'm telling you right now, he doesn't have the tact, the intelligence of a Russell Wilson. He doesn't. I'll take Russell Wilson today. I've been hearing this for a year with Cam Newton. I've met him personally. He's a likable kid, but man, does he have an ego. And this is exactly what I've heard, what players are quoted as saying, and you can see it on the field. You do not celebrate against the worst team in the league when you have a losing record getting a first down late in the game trailing. You get it in life or you don't. And those who don't get it, they don't get it. It's all coming out now on Cam. And this was exactly the criticisms of Cam Newton before the draft. John, if you could, go get the guy, the NFL scouting guy that came out and ripped him. Now, it should be noted, it became, like everything else, a race issue. But the exact same thing was also said about the Carolina quarterback before Cam Newton, the kid from Notre Dame. Remember him? Jimmy Clausen came out, and the pre-draft analysis was big ego, temperamental, sees himself above other players, not a great teammate. Remember, Clausen got into a fist fight with some fan at Notre Dame. And Clausen came into the league and just washed out. So, I'm telling you, what's funny about fans? Most dysfunctional people are dysfunctional because of years 2 through 12. Your childhood is what you become. Do you have a stable environment?